Hello everyone, it's Rad. Welcome to Radko Tarot channel, and this video is going to contain a general tarot reading, and for that reason, as general tarot reading, the reading itself is going to relate to different subjects and situations and is going to manifest itself in a different way with every single different person. Now, in case you are interested to know about specifically about your personal situation, you can check out my website, which is listed here in the display, or it is as well shown in the description of the video. And there you are going to find, visiting it, you're going to find on the very front page full list of my services as well as their pricing, starting from just as little as $12 for the recorded readings and $15 for the private call readings. Apart from that, if you want to see me live, or you want to contribute with an event on me, you can check out my Facebook page, which as well you can see here on the video or in the description down below, and consider sharing and subscribing the video, because this is a one-man operation and your support does helps a lot. That being said, I want you now to lay back comfortably and enjoy the show. Okay, so this is going to be Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon and Rising, weekly tarot reading May 13th to May 19th, 2019. And just bear with me a second, guys, to shuffle the tarot cards, and we can go straight away to the spread. Alright, so the first card that regards to Capricorn's topic of the week, that is going to be the Moon card, followed by the second one, which is the challenge that Capricorn needs to overcome throughout the week, that is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. Third card that we do have, that is the positivity out of the week, or what helps you throughout the week, we do have the Three of Cups. And then the last one, that is going to be the guidance card. Which in your case, Capricorns, this is Eight of Pentacles. So once again, the Moon card, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Afterwards, we do have the Three of Cups. And then the last one is going to be the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so by the looks of it, that is going to be a rough week, not because there won't be any progress whatsoever in regards either into relationship or either into career, but because you will really have to work for it. That is gonna cause, excuse me, guys, the whole stress that you're going to experience throughout the week. I mean, everything is going to happen with so much more efforts than what you're used to a point where you may start feeling that simply things ain't gonna work out, while that will not gonna be the case. It is just, probably the circumstances throughout the week that you are to face are not going to be ideal for you to push on to that project, or to create that relationship, or just to have fun. It does depend, what your goal is. But yeah, I mean, the week itself is going to be rather difficult for you to go through in that sense, especially if you depend a lot on your career by the looks of those cards. And how can I describe it? It will be very difficult. Well, it will be one of these weeks, guys, that nothing happens from the first try. All right, it's just, if I have to give myself, for example, that is something with me. I mean, if I, for example, buy a new computer, something is gonna go wrong, and this computer is not going to start from the first try. Or if I buy something, there is gonna be something wrong with it. If I try something, it's not gonna happen from the first time. It's just, something like, at least for myself, is something like a curse. It's not going to be your case, though, only for just this week. So that being said, do not get discouraged, is what I'm trying to say, if things aren't going ideal from the first try that you make in regards to this endeavor. But the first card of yours, That is going to be the moon, which is the topic. And the moon card, it is a card of insecurity and vagueness. Just in general, insecurity and vagueness, it is because for the reasons that I just stated, you know, that you will not know when you start doing something, right, either regarding career or either regarding relationship, is it going to work out or not? I mean, you are not going to see the results straight away of your efforts. You know, you perform into this important project, into your career, and there are no results in the first couple of days, so you start wondering, well, is it really worth, you know, pushing into that direction? Same goes in regards to relationships. You text to this person you like and they don't respond you for the first couple of days, and you start wondering, well, is this person really having interest in me? And so on and so forth. So whatever you do throughout the week is going to have a progress with rather more efforts from your end than you are used to incorporate into those deeds. Additionally to that, the moon card as a topic, it does represents as well daydreaming. All right, so you may start. Um, uh, it's very difficult to explain it. You may start imagining things that are not real, in a sense of, you know, you may start imagining, for example, that your husband doesn't love you anymore, or you may start imagining that someone loves you, you know, in these kind of stuff. So when the moon card is in such a prime position, it will be best if you don't act on first impressions. It is what I'm trying to say. All right, just give yourself a time, you know, that impression that you do have, or that feeling that you do have, to settle, because with the moon card is going to be a bit wild at the start, and in most of the cases what you imagine at the start of the emotion or of the feeling or of the enterprise usually is turning out not to be true, because the moon represents that exaggerating phase of our imagination and of our fantasies as well. The accompanied card here, this is going to be the Four of Swords. So what we do have, it is a passive neutrals, and with the passive neutrals, it will be a time where you will have to spend with faithful companion instead of alone, you know, because you're going to have these impressions, you're going to have these also imaginatory or celluloid expectations, let's say, daydreaming and so on and so forth, and you need someone to ground you, you need someone to give you the accurate perspective, the objective perspective upon what is happening around you, right, or what is happening in this endeavor that you are daydreaming in, or that you do have that boosted imagination. So this is what the Four of Swords displays here, and as a neutral card, as a passive neutral to the moon card, I'd say it looks like that they will do the job. I mean, that faithful companion is going to do the job to a certain extent, but it's not going to be able to ease your hectic wavering to ultimate extent. All right, you will still have that shivers within you in regards to your expectations, and you know, yeah, in regards to your expectations, and as well, the whole, well, it's just a normal thing of life, and I don't know really how to describe it, because not everybody has these situations, but it looks like the two Capricorns are gonna have such a week, and I hope that you do get what I am saying here. Talking with this faithful companion is going to ease, like I said, your hectic wavering, but still there are going to be the seed of doubt within you. And so this leads us to the second card, which is the challenge, and that will be the Ace of Pentacles. And so the challenge here is going to be to establish a harmonious flow into your relationship. Now imagine that state. You are having these assumptions. Let's say that you do have an assumption that your wife is cheating on you, all right? and that is completely created by the moon. Now, when it's created by the moon card, you don't have a proof of it, but you do have the assumption, and you straight away act upon that assumption, and what happens is that the harmonious flow of your relationship is broken. Okay, so the challenge here with the Ace of Pentacles is to maintain that harmonious flow, meaning not to give yourself away to the impulse of acting upon those imaginations that you may have throughout the week. All right, and in the same time, you need to maintain the success into your business and into your career. The card itself, even though in a challenging position, it does point that you are finding yourself in a good position of growth. It's just you can jeopardize that position if you don't, especially business-wise, you know, if you don't approach your matters throughout the week professionally, but rather give yourself away to the feeling of insecurity, instability, you know, and kind of like a vagueness as well. But in the same time, with the moon card, the card itself urges you not to deviate from the path that you have chosen. I mean, if you have chosen a certain career, even if right now it does seem so insecure, so uncertain, it is the word that I was searching for, that should not be a prerequisite for you to quit. All right, and the Ace of Pentacles here, it does point that there will be a rare opportunity for you to further your goal, either career or relationship, but it's going to be a challenging for you to spot that opportunity, just for the reason being stated before: the daydreaming, the exaggerated state of one's mind and of one's interpretations of what is going on around you. Okay, so it's very important throughout the week to look the things objectively and to clinch into your logic more than to your emotions. Now, one thing I want to say more here, guys, is that if you do creative work, all right, if you are a writer, for example, if you are a singer, if you are a painter, all right, then the week is going to have a very positive outlook upon your career, because the moon card gives a lot in one's imagination. So if you are writing a book, you may come to new narrative that is, or you may figure out a new narrative, you know, or new scenes that are going to be a tremendously well accepted. Okay, so you can do a lot throughout the week in regards to a work of art or creative work. The accompanied card here with the Ace of Pentacles, that is going to be the Star card. So the formation is passive enemies that we do have. And what the Star card here adds as a shade is pointing that the Moon card, that the influence of the Moon card, that's, how do you say it? An imagination without a real foundation state is gonna go away fairly soon. So for that reason, what you need to do in order to overcome the Ace of Pentacles as a challenging card is to attend more to the overview rather than to the small irritating detail. So if that regards to your marriage, I would assume that you have to attend to the overview, that you are, you know, happy that the marriage is going well, you know, and that you do have some assumptions should not be a prerequisite to provoke the marriage and to bring it into a stage of confrontation. Same goes in regards to career. It is just be more prone to the grand scheme of things rather than to what is happening bit by bit throughout the week, that it is making your imagination go wild. Now the Star card, additionally to that, it does point that you need to focus on a long-term goal, and that will kind of again ease your wavering once again because focusing on a more long-term goal, it does seems that it's gonna keep your mind occupied, all right, and as well it's gonna give you a fulcrum for you to focus. So that leads us to the next card, which is the positivity out of the week, or what helps you throughout the week. We do have the Three of Cups. So the name of the game here that we do have is you associating yourself with people. You should not spend a week on your own with the Three of Cups. This is the most trivial interpretation of the cards, where through cooperation with others, you expand your vision, or in this case, you obtain the true vision, not the vision that the moon gives you, which is a high exaggerated state of mind and one daydream, but people around you is going to ground you. So you can count on your friends. Your friends, it is what helps you throughout the week. I mean, if you're feeling insecure in something that is even confirmed with the Four of Swords, try to talk about it with someone faithful, with a faithful companion of yours, with a faithful friend, with a coworker, you know, or just with your neighbor, with somebody. Try to explain the issue, and when they give you their assessment to it, you will see that things aren't looking so scattered as you think they are. Things aren't looking so insecure. Now, if you don't have friends, Four of Swords previously, it does suggest that you should seek professional help, you know, like for example a business advisor, accountant, lawyer, as a therapist as well, and so on and so forth, who can give you a professional opinion upon your matters. The accompany. Oh, one more thing before I go to the accompanied card here with the Three of Cups is that you should express your emotions. You should not leave any emotion that to reside within you, but you should express it all. So the objective opinion of your friends can truly, how can I place it? Can I would say can banish the vagueness that you are experiencing throughout the week. The accompanied card here, this is going to be the Chariot. And so the formation, it is a passive supporters that we do have, and through these cooperation, you're going to boost your, not just only your ego, but as well your confidence. Okay, and through boosting your confidence, knowing that you are on the right path, I mean, because you will start obtaining this this sense that you are on the right path, and eventually you are going to experience the luck of the hard work here, and eventually whatever you're straining toward, whatever you're focusing at, is going to be completed. All right, it's going to be achieved. It will require, like I said, efforts, but nothing comes for free in this world. And when the Chariot comes around with the Three of Cups, it does represent that people will take you as an example. They will admire you for what you endured, all right, but that happens not without their help once again. So your friends this week plays a tremendous role in your life. That could manifest in so many ways, all right. You may have problems, like I said, into your marriage. Share it with your friends, and you will be amazed how simple the solution of those problems is going to turn out. Just don't try to presume, do not assume. And it's something that I love in one video game. I will not say it because it's going to be an advertisement, but basically the main characters say, you know, just do not presume anything. Be always be ready for the worst, and focus on what it is. Do not focus on what could be. So the last card that we do have, this is going to be the Eight of Pentacles, and that is the guidance for you Capricorns. So guidance wise, the Eight of Pentacles represents the subtlety, the one subtle eye for the minor details, right? And as well the willingness to go through ups and downs in order to make the things work. So that card itself tells us that what the assessment of these people, of your friends, may not be an assessment that you have expected, that they will tell you that everything is going to resolve on its own accord. You know, they probably is going to tell you that you will have to do things which you're not very exhilarated of doing, but in the same time these things are basically a part of one's performance. Additionally to that, the Eight of Pentacles here, guys, as a guidance, urges you to start manifesting a plan that took a long time to prepare. So whatever you are trying to push forward for a very long time, but you couldn't find the right moment to initiate it, well, throughout the week you're gonna find that moment, but only if you, like I said, if you share with your friends, share your emotions, share your intentions, and through that it seems that you are to you're to basically scope and seize the opportunity and the moment as well, because as we said with the Ace of Pentacles, there is a rare opportunity for you to further your goal. It just is going to be very challenging for you to spot it due to the daydreaming and the exhilarated state of imagination one is going to have throughout the week. The accompanied card here, that is going to be the Hierophant card. So the formation, again, it's passive supporters. And basically the Hierophant furthers the statement of the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups that we had, pointing that you should listen to these counsels that you're going to have. You should listen to these conversations, you know, to that benevolent support that your friends are giving you. So excuse me, through that support, through those conversations, through this teachings, if I may express it that way, you will realize that the problems you are having of insecurity, that is, are very well solvable when you start thinking in the framework of already existing convictions. So you do have the resolution within your grasp. It is around you and it is yours to take. You know, you do have that island of stability. It is just for some reason you are swimming in the opposite direction, and your friends are gonna bounce you back. So yeah, it's very important here, Capricorn, throughout the week to maintain your ground, right? And you do not give yourself away to the imagination and to the daydreaming. And if you find that thing very difficult, like I said, start sharing your thoughts with your friends, and they are going to basically ease your hectic wavering. Apart from that, it looks productive week. It looks a week where you are going to maintain, you know, the harmonious flow of your relationships, and as well the success into your business. So keep on going, guys. And that was your reading for May 13th to May 19th, 2019. I hope you enjoyed it and you liked it, and we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.